That's a kidney of a cat. Okay. Here's on the other side. Hold on. This would be the kidney of a cat, right? Well, I guess if you want, we can cut one open.
No, we don't. We can cover the arteries too. Sorry. This looks so funny. Before just breathing on him. Sorry. Okay, I'm done now.
Okay. You can see.
I'm just joking.
Okay, this would be the medulla. This outer part here would be the cortex. You can kind of see a color division here, right?
Right.
Medulla, cortex. The cat kidney, you don't see the whole, like, a bunch of different pyramids and columns like you do in the human. Okay?
Can you guys see on my camera?
You got that?
The urinary bladder.
Right. Urinary bladder, that would be this right here. This is the urinary bladder.
Little hanging thing? And the neck, you can't do that.
The neck is the skinny part right here. See? Like that skinny part? Right there.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Where's my head?
That would be the neck. Right there. Okay?
The ureter.
The ureter is, of course, the tube that's going from the kidneys. A whole bunch of fascia.
Wow, that was hard to find.
Oh, I just had to clean it up. Right? See that? What's that?
Ureter.
Ureter. Right? Okay?
Urethra.
Urethra. Okay, now that you won't be able to really see. The neck that goes down here, I'd have to cut through all of this, will then become the urethra. Alright, you can kind of see how it's getting skinnier and becoming a tube. No, the bladder leads to it. So I don't know if you can see right here.
Yeah, the tube.
The pee
Yeah.
hole.
So, not the pee-pee hole. That would be the orifice. But, like, see this part where it gets skinny is the neck? Well, it's leading to a tube, right?
PB tube.
The tube that it's leading to?
The urethra.
That's the urethra. You got it?
Okay.
Okay, and then that's the bladder. Okay?
Adrenal gland.
Adrenal gland. Okay, in the cat, the adrenal gland is super small, actually. You know what?
Not attached to?
No, not like in the human.
Oh, it's kind of
If
like
I drop this in there, I'll be so sad. If I drop... Whoa.
I'm being careful because I want to preserve the blood vessels. Pulse it up on YouTube. Here.
Yeah. Will you? Yeah. Cool. That little
It's like a little
right
bean.
that way.
It's like a little bean-like structure. I'll dissect it out better, and I'll show you again when we do the blood vessels.
Okay.
But right now, I didn't free up all the blood vessels. I just wanted to show you the internal organs, just in case when I was doing the blood vessels, some of them, like the thymus, I'll probably have to clear up. So, I'll show you the adrenal gland later for, like, much better. Okay? Moving on.
Anus.
Well,
Everybody
you know what the anus, right?
Butthole.
Yeah.
Would you have
anus.
a little stick pointing to the anus and then kind of like, say, what is that?
Kind of cruel. Right there.
Now on the cat, the male and the female parts, what do we?
Well, you wouldn't have. I mean, you know, obviously, if there's a penis or testes there, like there's, you know, yes. I'm not gonna like, you know, do like tiny structures. You know what I mean?
Just like your basic
Yeah.
testes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Lymphatic system, the spleen.
Spleen in a cat is humongous.
Ooh.
This is the the spleen. Yep.
Whoa. That's pretty
Can they
cool.
really use that thing?
That's why it's so big.
Why cat has a big spleen?
The spleen, it kind of does what the lymph nodes do, but to the blood, and it helps also break down old red blood cells, and so they're constantly exposed outside. They're licking their skin all the time, so they're constantly exposed to bacteria or whatever. So you would expect them to have a pretty big spleen, right? I mean, how do they take a bath?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
You're licking up everything from there. You'd probably want a big
Put 'em in
spleen
the
too.
tub. Ooh. Thymus.
Thymus. Okay. Now here, this it looks almost like fat, but it's not. This part right here, that, see, underneath all here, this is the thymus. I'm gonna actually be removing this when we do the for the blood vessels. See, I have to get through all here to get the blood vessels underneath. So all this is going to be going, but this right here, this tissue, it's right there. Thymus.
Tonsils.
Okay. Now forget the tonsils.
kitty.
We're not going to be doing that. On the cat. No, we're not going to be doing cat. I mean, we're not going to be doing that.
Lymph nodes.
Lymph nodes, there are several lymph nodes. Here's a big lymph node right here.
Oh, that is a lymph?
Yeah, big lymph node. We won't have to worry about the salivary gland. Well, salivary glands are here.
Oh.
Here's one of the salivary glands, the parotid. Right there. You won't have to worry about the submandibular or sublingual because I removed most of them right there.
Bone marrow. Oh, picture.
Forget it.
Lungs.
Lungs. Okay.
I could feel
Here's the lungs in the cat. Now, yes, there's 7. On this side, there's 3.
Wow.
Is
Or
it
is that the
left?
left side?
This side. Well,
Oh, it's
here.
4.
Four. Hold on. This 4th one is underneath here. Hold on. There's 3 and there's 1 right here. Hold on. 1 right there. Hold on.
Oh, and
Here
then
we
there's
go.
the smaller.
Here. 1, 2, 3, and here's a 4th one right there. I have to get to underneath, right?
And 3 on the right.
And then here we have 1, 2, 3. So the right is the same, 3, and then the left has 4th. But you see 3 right away, and then the 4th one you have to kind of dig for. See?
So when the cat breathes, do those things fill up like balloons?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's air. The thing is, though, it doesn't have to be like their chest cavity hangs down like this, and their walk is different. So look at their heart; it's pretty much in the center. It's not like
Right.
right. We're mostly on the left side for us humans, but this is actually kind of hanging this way because their chest kind of goes pointy this way, right? It's going to be going inferior. With us, we're going that way, right? And here's the heart. Notice that we have fat around the heart. Help protect it. Same thing, there's fat around the kidney. Okay?
Trachea.
Trachea. This tube right here. Right? This tube. Trachea. See the hyaline cartilage, the C-shaped hyaline cartilage? Okay?
The bronchi. Oh, not
You're not going to be doing small
Yeah.
structures on the
Larynx.
It's the voice box. That's right on top. That hard part right on the top.
Oh, that one.
Yep. Right there.
So
It's
wait,
the larynx.
where's the trachea again?
This.
And then the larynx is...
Right above it. On
Okay,
top.
right above
Just
it.
like
So where is the esophagus with the cat?
just right there. Right behind.
Up behind.
Well, just like us, right? We have anterior is the trachea and then posterior. The esophagus. Actually gonna be trying to be careful because you don't wanna mess with the blood vessels.
Oh, is it bleeding?
What?
What is the red one?
Pink.
Probably a
The latex.
No.
The latex. This is how. That's esophagus.
Esophagus.
See? Trachea, esophagus. The esophagus will actually lead to the stomach, which is this right here.
Wait, you're going ahead.
Okay.
The pharynx.
No, forget the pharynx. I mean,
Yay.
I
Like
mean,
way
you-
up there in there.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to point that out. It'll be,
And you won't have pictures either, right?
no,
Cool.
I will. There's picture. I mean,
Oh,
pharynx.
yes,
When I
but
say
not on
forget,
the-
I'm talking about just the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything we went over.
No, I mean like you won't have a picture of the cat and like somehow have like the pharynx.
No, I'll have you a picture of like a human one
Right,
or a
okay.
model, because I showed you on the models. Remember?
Right.
All these parts we went over already.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the esophagus.
Liver, right? Liver here.
Stomach.
Gallbladder here. This is the stomach right here. It's cut open into the stomach. See what he ate. Sometimes you see worms and everything.
Really?
Ew.
Imagine they're alive, that would be funny.
No, they wouldn't be alive.
So now we can check what the cat ate.
We'll see what if the cat was
What killed
Chinese,
the cat?
Chinese cat or a Mexican cat.
That's
Just toss it in
retarded.
there.
That's retarded. Mitch, seriously.
You know this is going on YouTube, right?
Oh my gosh, is that green?
Ooh.
Ew.
Oh.
That looks like
Looks like
vegetables.
curry. That looks like Indian cat.
Are you messing with my people? Mitch?
That looks like curry. Come on.
Are you messing with my people?
That
Alright.
looks kind of cool.
I love curry.
I like curry.
Folds would be the rugae, but it's pretty distended, so you don't see it as much. See the fold?
Oh, the rugae.
Mm-hmm. That's the stomach.
Where's
Okay.
the cardiac sphincter? Does cat has two?
Yeah, of course, but all those are small structures you won't be able to see. See, here's the esophagus. See this tube right here?
Oh.
Esophagus, it would be right there,
Okay.
right? It'd be at the bottom right there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pull out the heart again.
Pull out the heart. It's the heart. Fact.
That's pretty cute.
It's cut open in the heart.
No, you're gonna break the heart.
You break it.
Well, I mean, technically, if you know,
Does cat
break
has a
broke my heart.
two lobes of liver?
Yeah. Well, actually, it subdivides more in the cat, but.
Oh, the
See,
small
this
thing
is
is
the liver.
gallbladder.
This green thing here is the gallbladder. Yeah.
Gallbladder,
Okay.
the
Gallbladder.
green.
You ever find solid stuff? Oh, well, you find
Yeah.
worms inside the stomach.
Yeah, I found solid stuff.
Oh, something comes out.
Is that the heart?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Worked. At least for a while for him.
Aw.
Whoa. That's what a heart looks like.
Way thicker than the right side. Look at the walls.
That's pretty cool.
You don't see?
Which
Oh
part?
yeah.
Way thicker. Left is way thicker than right. These are latex.
Why is one side painted with the blue and one side's painted with the red?
Just like
Because the latex, the blue latex is for the veins or deoxygenated blood, and the red one is the oxygenated.
Oh.
So don't you remember for the heart? So the right side takes deoxygenated blood, used blood, so to speak. Then it goes from the right side to the lungs, and then the oxygenated blood comes back in the left side.
Oh, and back to the bottom.
Yeah, so that's why you get the red. Right? Got that?
So-
You see these?
How do they get the latex to the cat? They squirt it
They inject it into their circulation.
while the cat's still alive?
No.
Oh.
Do
Pressurize
that.
it.
Oh, they
That's
pressurize it. I was
That's
like,
why
how does
some
it
of the
travel
blood.
through
That's why
tissue?
the vessels often burst if they don't do it properly. Because I told you this stuff.
Small intestine.
Just like to hear it again.
Small
Okay.
intestine, large intestine.
Okay. Here's the greater omentum. Remember the fatty apron I said? See, it's literally a fatty apron. Look,
Oh, covers the small intestine.
covers all this, right?
Oh wow. That's
See,
pretty cool.
fatty apron. It's an actual apron.
What happens if you don't have that?
Well, then you have no
It's like saying you have no heart.
What about the lesser one?
Lesser is right here.
Okay.
Like some people get
Here.
liposuction. Is that?
No, they're not going to remove the whole omentum. They're just removing extra fat that's here. There was fat that's surrounding here. They remove it. Look. So this is the lesser. The lesser is between the liver and the stomach, and the greater is between the stomach and covering the intestines. See?
So you mean
Lesser omentum.
this whole thing is lesser? This part? Huh?
This part here is the
Only
lesser.
this part. Okay.
Have you ever dissected a prosthetic like cat with something prosthetic, like a leg or something?
You mean like a
cat
fake
that has,
leg?
yeah.
No.
No.
No fake leg cats. Peg leg cats. Alright. That's it for the internal organs for here? Well, I mean, the cat does have horns of the uterus, and here's the ovary. That little piece thing is the ovary. And even though the fallopian tubes are really small, they just go from the ovary here. So, because they have litters, you know. And here's a large intestine. They don't have a sigmoid colon either.
Oh, so which one is jejunum and ileum?
Oh, well, I told you you'd have to see from the beginning. This is the small intestine. Then you have the first part is the cecum, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, but they don't have any sigmoid. It goes straight down. So there's no S-shaped one here. Okay? So here's for the colon. And this part here, inside here, that little dot, that's the ovary. And there's a little tiny oviduct that takes it to this part. This is actually not the fallopian tube. It is the horns of the uterus. Here's the body of the uterus. See, it looks like a big V? Okay, these are not tubes. Because they hold many kittens, they go along there, and that's how they can have them.
Whoa.
So, of course, the same is not true for us humans. We don't generally have so many at once, unless you're Octomom or something. Yeah, but it's not really natural. I mean, most of those people have like fertility drugs or whatever.
Right.
You know, so we're really not designed as much to have. But their uterus actually extends out so that it all gets full, like kind of peas in a pod. Right? It'll be like. Yeah. So here, so you'd have like.
So what do you call that again?
Horns of the uterus.
Horns of uterus.
Yeah, we don't really have that. Well, I don't have that at all.
So
But yeah.
this is a female cat.
This is a female cat. You can tell because of the horns of the uterus. Near the uterus. A male cat wouldn't have this right there.
Oh, I see.
Okay?
All right.
All right, then I'm going to free up some of the